there. I wanted to just pop in for a minute and talk about New Year's 2019. Now, don't turn the video off. Hear me out. You know, maybe in years past, you've set goals or resolutions and then you've been disappointed. Trust me, been there. I have set big goals for myself, and then I've ended the year like deflated and feeling like a failure because I didn't achieve these big things that I wanted to achieve. So I'm reframing this concept for you because I'm considering in the past the goals that I've felt really good about and how I did that rather than set myself up for feeling bad about myself. So hang with me for a minute. So there's this huge thing out there, and you've probably read about it in books, and you probably heard from the gurus and all that stuff about these SMART goals, that they have to be specific, measurable, achievable, whatever that means, and they have to have a time set to them. Well, here's the truth. The truth is that no one really knows what achievable means because achievable is relative to whatever. I mean, now there's nothing that's impossible, right? All things are possible. And sometimes we just don't really know what our time frame is because we are within this universe that has a different time frame than we do. We might decide, hey, I want to lose 10 pounds in a month, and if we don't lose 10 pounds in a month, then we beat ourselves up and feel terrible about it, and it might be because of something that's not related to food and exercise. We might have to shift and refocus and figure out what else is going on. So I just want to encourage you to consider setting goals this way. And these are the goals that I've been doing really well at. And they're actionable, doable, box checking types of things. Because if I can do things headed in the direction that I want to go, then I'm more likely to do the things. And those things are doable things, not crazy stuff. I'm not going to go to Africa and climb Kilimanjaro tomorrow. That's not reasonable. It's not something that I even want to do. But if you do want to climb Kilimanjaro, then your doable action is to practice your climbing on a weekly basis or whatever, and figure out how to increase your elevation, and figure out how to get to Africa, and figure out who is going to be your mentor through that. Then suddenly you're doing the actions to get there. So my best goal that I ever set and that I achieved for myself was New Year's 1994, when I decided to exercise daily for that year. And I did that. I was 19 years old. I could check the boxes. I could exercise every day. I did not start that year saying, I want to be perfect. I want to, lose 20 pounds. I didn't attach any of that stuff to my goal. What I attached to my goal was the feeling that I had every day when I did exercise. I wanted to feel that way. The first time that I actually exercised for myself, I got that incredible endorphin rush that people talk about, and I was like, oh, this is magic. I need to be doing this. I need to be feeling this way, because if I feel this way, my life gets better. That's why I did that goal, was to feel that way. I think this is the Carrie philosophy of life. Attaching feelings to goals means a whole heck of a lot more than attaching numbers to goals. How do you want to feel if you do these things? For me, at that time, I couldn't climb a flight of stairs without being winded. I didn't want to feel that way anymore. I felt lethargic and tired and sickly. I didn't want to feel that way anymore. I wanted to feel really good. So I did these things in order to get to where I felt the way that I wanted to feel. So if you want to feel elated because you have climbed Mount Kilimanjaro, then you need to practice the things that get you into that feeling. Climbing makes you feel that way, so you're going to set up a time schedule and different elevations to climb that make you feel that way that you want to feel. If by the end of the year you want to feel more connected to your loved ones, then you're going to do the actions that make you feel more connected. What are those actions? Write those things down. Attach your goals to those things, to the feelings that you want to feel through 2019. For some of you, you're like, that sounds way too woo-woo for me. I am a numbers type of gal and I need to attach a number to things. Okay, so maybe you do things differently from me. But I've just found that in my life, if I attach feelings to outcome, I am more likely to do the things to get there. If I attach numbers to outcomes, it sounds way too hairy, scary, and doesn't make me feel any particular way, so I'm less likely to do the things to get there. And I have one more point for you today, and then I'll let you go. You have to, at some point, recognize that in order to do the things to feel the way that you want to feel, you have to let go of how you feel today. So, if your goal is to feel healthier, to be able to run without being winded, to be able to recover from exercise, to be able to pick up your kids and throw them around, to be able to play like a kid again. If that's the way that you want to feel, you have to let go of feeling sickly, angry, set in your ways, stuck on the couch, and in complaining mode. Because so many people are addicted to complaining mode that it's extremely difficult to get over that. You have to be able to let go of the person and the excuses and the anger that you're feeling today in order to get to feel the way you want to feel tomorrow. Are you ready for that? It's a bigger decision than it sounds like, because as soon as you start walking down that path to start to feel better, your ego is going to want to yank you back to the couch, to complaining, to fear, to all the things that hold you down, because your ego felt safe in that complaining and fearful environment. And your ego is not your friend. Hate to tell you that. Your ego's entire job is to make you feel like you're not put out there to get hurt. That's where the ego brain came from. You are not going to get eaten by a lion if you walk out your front door. You are not going to be chased down by wild animals if you're running. So you have to be able to get past that ego voice that tells you that you need to watch the next full season of Heartland on Netflix, and instead that you want to feel great by walking around the block. I hope this little talk helped you. Here's what I want to encourage you to do. I want you to get out a piece of paper, pen or pencil in hand, and I want you to make 2018 and then 2019. What were the things that made you feel fabulous in 2018? What are the things that are going to make you feel even more fabulous in 2019? What are the things that you need to do in order to feel the way that you want to feel? And then you're going to need to write an action plan. Every day I will walk, exercise, eat a vegetable, drink 60 ounces of water. What is it? Write it down. Make yourself a little chart. Check the boxes. Set up a way to reward yourself when you do things well. Okay, so thank you so much for hanging out with me. Happy 2019 early, and we'll see you very soon.